On March 18, 1877, one of the most documented American clairvoyants of the 20th century was born. Edgar Cayce, who had been called the father of holistic medicine and by many others, the sleeping prophet, gave thousands of psychic readings to people all while in an unconscious state. His readings diagnosed various illnesses and the causes to them, revealed past lives, and even foretold of prophecies yet to come. On February 1925, while giving a reading for a 29-year-old physician, Cayce predicted the stock market crash of 1929. He said that the young doctor would soon find himself in possession of huge amounts of money. He advised the individual to take care of his money, especially in the face of adverse forces that will emerge in 1929. On March 1929, just 6 months before the crash of the stock market, Cayce gave a severe warning to a New York stockbroker of the great disturbances of financial circles that was about to commence. On October 24, 1929, the stock market proceeded to crash, confirming Cayce's prediction. According to Edgar Cayce's reading, Atlantis was an ancient civilization which equaled in size to Europe and had many superior technological advancements. Cayce added that Atlantis had disappeared in the Atlantic Ocean about 10,000 years ago. He described Atlantis as being divided into 3 major islands: Arion, Og, and Poseida. Atlantis had 3 major periods of division. The first 2 happened around 15,600 BC. The people of Atlantis had made huge laser-like crystals for power plants that had caused huge destruction to their land. Cayce blamed the final destruction of their culture on lust and greed. Finally, he said that a large number of Atlanteans migrated to Egypt after the destruction of their land. Cayce linked the destruction and the sinking of the last remnants of Atlantis to the biblical flood of Noah. In 1932, Edgar Cayce gave the prediction that the Jewish people would return to their land of Israel. Cayce advised the Jewish people to take the growing anti-Semitism in Europe as the biblical prophecy being fulfilled. On May 1948, this prediction would ultimately be fulfilled when the nation of Israel was established. What followed after was the neighboring nations surrounding the Jewish homeland declared war on Israel. This led to Israel winning and thus expanding its borders. On November 4, 1933, Cayce gave his most controversial reading. When Adolf Hitler was Chancellor of Germany before the war and his atrocities, Cayce suggested that even Adolf Hitler had the potential to be a force for positive change, only by his own free will. In the reading, Hitler was described as being called for a purpose, and even stated that Hitler would be a force for good if he were able to avoid falling into the trap of egotism. On January 19, 1934, Cayce predicted that Adolf Hitler would rise in power by stating, "Imperialism is entering." On August 19, 1935, Cayce predicted Adolf Hitler would continue to remain in power until 2 things happened: come as an overthrow or an outside war.